Cass, West Virginia, a preserved former company town based around milling and logging. Is there anything we can learn from this quickly built, small industrial town? Let's take a walk around and find out. Now, before we begin, I will be ignoring the social and economic issues with company towns, where a complete monopoly of services had people both earning and spending all of their money with one company. So we can just focus on the built environment. Now, in 1901, they started to lay down the most important piece of infrastructure for this town, the railroad, and quickly expanded out from there, building homes, a sawmill, and a general store. Nearly everything was built out by one company at roughly one moment in time. With what is left, we can see their intentions through the planning of the town. The first thing that immediately sticks out is the elevation, to keep everything above a possible flood event. A smart way to protect an investment, but also a smart decision in general. Now, the center of town is right where the train station, general store, theater, and the mill are or were. Unfortunately, the massive mill works, which was the lifeblood of the town, is now gone. The train ran off a branch to the Chesapeake and Ohio main line, which connected Cass to the major manufacturing hubs such as Cincinnati, Ohio, Charleston, West Virginia, and Annapolis, Maryland, among many others. Goods for the town would be dropped off the train right into the general store, the type of local rail delivery which has been unfortunately dying out in the US. The mill also had train tracks leading right up to the building to drop off heavy equipment and to transport all the lumber milled there. Here is a more interesting choice: stairs and walkways that connect every single building. But it makes sense when you think about it. Grading a road is expensive and labor-intensive, while wood was readily available, and all the places that needed heavy freight shipments were right next to the train at the same height as it. Additionally, the wood sidewalks made it easy to funnel all the people down into the center of the town. Now, I do love a good public staircase, and they are generally underutilized because they are not accessible, but in my opinion, making mobility worse for everyone isn't the right trade-off. Now, we can't leave here without talking about homes. Every home is the same basic whitewashed box with a porch. It was super easy to roll out a whole city by creating them all off the same plan. And this wasn't even just a thing for company towns, but all over during this time. Buildings of the time for working class people were all fairly cookie cutter, with just a handful of embellishments and a colorful coat of paint when available. We bemoan the sameness of modern suburban developments, but I believe the real issue is creating a sense of place, not just the beauty of the buildings. Dense housing, front porches, and general symmetry can go a long way. These were cheap working class homes, and only nostalgia provides them a higher status in the 21st century. The lack of cars and the focus on walking also adds to the total experience, as you could imagine everyone walking around on these wooden paths, seeing their neighbors on their front porches, and walking down the hill to congregate at the church or the theater on the weekend. Much of what we think in creating a sense of place with master planning has been around for quite a while. And I think this being a company town also means that it didn't need to be in opposition to industry. For the past few months, I've been traveling across the US, so I hope you like this video, as there will be a few more to come as I think about urbanist topics in the places that I visit. Big thanks to those of you who have already donated to my Ko-fi page. You have all made it possible for me to buy a piece of audio equipment I very much needed for editing. And if you'd like to get alerted the next time I create a video, be sure to hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, for now.